Just days away, and this year millions of Americans will turn to social media for instant information. ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aarons took an in-depth look at the platforms like Facebook and Twitter to find out what they're doing to make sure everything shared on their sites is trustworthy.
Social media right now is very, very much focused on the election.
Every click, share, retweet, and page view has a chance to inform or mislead. And with millions of posts every day, social media experts like USD professor Colin Campbell say we all need to scroll with a sense of skepticism.
The way the algorithms work, it promotes stuff that gets a lot of reaction or a lot of engagement. The systems are designed to try to show you stuff that they think is going to actually make you excited or make you react in some way. And as a result, this tends to be the stuff that's more polarizing.
Neither Facebook nor Twitter agreed to an interview for this story despite multiple requests, but both posted lengthy explanations of their new election policies and changes. Campbell told me both platforms are doing much better at filtering false information than they did in 2016. Facebook set up a voter information center and spent months encouraging people to register to vote, an effort they say helped 4.4 million people register. And for the last month, they banned all ads relating to politics, the election, and other social issues. As for regulating content, from September to March, Facebook says they removed more than 120,000 posts for violating voter interference policies and issued 150 million warnings for content flagged by independent fact-checkers. Campbell says they could have done more to remove rather than flag false information.
Probably just from a pragmatic perspective, they just probably don't want to get involved in the challenges of trying to go through and censor or decide what kind of stuff they want to have on the site.
Twitter called its role in election integrity critical and wrote in a blog post that people, quote, use Twitter respectfully and recognize our collective responsibility to the electorate to guarantee a safe, fair, and legitimate democratic process. To do that, they expanded their civic integrity policy, limiting the reach of tweets that claim a victory for a candidate or call for violence or interference. They also added warnings to misleading tweets and will suggest links to more credible information if someone tries to retweet something false. A new feature also asks people to click on a link before retweeting it and also add their own thoughts to the posts. And Twitter changed its trending section, adding context to hashtags. Campbell says all these changes have the same goal.
Forcing people to engage more with the material should hopefully suss out, to a better extent, stuff that isn't true or maybe isn't as verifiable.
Still, with so much information flying around cyberspace, it's ultimately up to voters to decide what they click on, read, and believe.
So I think it's very important that we're all vigilant. We report stuff that we see that perhaps isn't, true, or things that we think might be inflammatory or have a negative effect in some way.
Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.
Jared, thank you so much. And both Facebook and Twitter say they'll continue to monitor for false information after the election ends. And for the most accurate, complete coverage of the election in San Diego, head to our Election 2020 section at 10news.com.